Good afternoon. It's Sunday the 19th of April. I'm Jeffrey Hollander. I'm the Managing Partner of Cameron Bam Hollander Chartered Accountants. We're based in central London and we specialise in family and family-style businesses. This video is part of a series that I've prepared to help our clients and other viewers navigate their finances through these unprecedented times of economic uncertainty during the coronavirus. It's now 4 weeks since the first announcements from the government, and much has been written and publicised about them. However, the largest number of queries that I've received by far is about the Job Retention Scheme, otherwise known as furloughing. Therefore, today I'd like to look at 5 elements of this scheme which have come up again and again, and maybe some new points that will be relevant to you and that you might find interesting. Number 1, HMRC's portal. The method for claiming the furlough payments opens up tomorrow, April the 20th. Be sure to get on there early. What has normally taken the government a couple of years to prepare in terms of a new website, a new portal, they've had to do in a month. They're expecting hundreds of thousands of claims. Get on there early, hopefully before the site crashes. They've said if everything goes to plan, you will get your money before the end of the month, which, to be honest, is unbelievable if they get it right. Let's hope so. The way to access it is through the government gateway, which you will know through your normal PAYE submissions, and if you don't, please ask your accountant. Number 2, in addition to the salary payments of up to £2,500, you can also claim national insurance, employers' national insurance, and an employee's pension costs. I hadn't noticed that before, and it does seem like that's the case from the HMRC website. Now, I have also seen some commentators saying that that's a mistake and you'll only be able to claim £2,500 in total. My reading of the website is that you will be able to claim more than £2,500 per eligible employee. Further details have been promised on the calculations tomorrow through the portal. Do look out for that, but if at all possible, make the claim for the maximum amount, which will be 80% of an employer's earnings up to £2,500, plus the relevant amount of employer's national insurance, plus any pension contributions that you would normally make. Number 3, there's been a lot of confusion about directors. Directors can be furloughed even if you are the director, so that means that you can furlough yourself. Now, there are 2 things to mention about this. Number 1 is that you do need to be claiming a salary. You do need to have claimed previously that you were paying yourself not only through dividends, but actually a salary element as well. Many people who I've spoken to from other practices, and even some from our firm, have been taking mainly dividends and only a small salary. This was quite sensible tax planning at the time. Unfortunately, because of the way that the furloughing works, you can only claim the element 80% of the salary which you've previously taken. The second thing is that, as we will mention in a few minutes, there is also a restriction on furloughed workers from working. This gives the directors a bit of a difficulty because there are also statutory obligations which the director has to fulfill as the company director. And what the government have said is that whilst they're not allowed to work in order to generate new business or to maintain client accounts or anything to do with the ongoing running of the business, they will be allowed to maintain their statutory responsibilities. Therefore, you can send us your accounts, you can help prepare confirmation statements, you can change registered offices, anything like that is not a problem. So on the statutory side, you can still work, but on the sales and the maintaining the business side, that you will be prevented if you have furloughed yourself as part of this scheme. Next, the original plan of the government was that furloughed employees needed to be notified to HMRC by the 28th of February. That means that they had to be registered through the RTI, the Real-Time Information Scheme, by that date. However, the government have now said that as long as they were registered by 19th of March, which was a day before the original announcement, they will be still eligible for furloughing, which is good news for all relevant employees. Finally, one of the key elements of furloughing is that employees are not allowed to work whilst they're furloughed. Now, I have had many questions from clients and also had discussions with other people who've come up with absolutely fantastic ideas about what happens if a person just answers the phone, or if they are checking their emails. They would have checked their emails anyway. All sorts of roundabout ways to get around this idea of not working whilst they're furloughing. My advice is do not do it, in capital letters. The HMRC have got 5 years after this is all finished to query and open inquiries into furloughed staff. What you do not want is that 2 years down the line, HMRC is running a random inquiry and sees that someone who was furloughed was actually answering emails, and then makes a claim back to the company for all of their wages, all of their furloughed wages, plus interest, plus penalty. Please do not do it. I don't think I can make that any clearer. It is unlikely that they will challenge it, but they do have the time, and they will need the money in good time, and therefore my advice is strongly, please do not try and be clever and get around the system. That's all for now. I hope that's been interesting for you. Any queries, please get hold of me either by email or by commenting below on social media. And in the meantime, look after yourselves, stay safe, look after your employees, and hope the businesses are surviving. Take care.